In this video session, we are discussing collection framework from Module 2, Subject, Advanced Java and J2EE.
Next topic is working with the map interface. So working with the map interface, what is the map? The map is an object that store the information which associated with keys and values or key and value pairs. With the help of a key, we can find its corresponding value. Both keys and values are object, and key must be always unique, but the values can be duplicated. The map can also accept null key as well as a null values, but there are some maps which cannot accept the null key and null values. There are different types of interfaces which are available in the map are map interface, which is used for working with a unique key to the value. Map.entry interface describes an element in a key and value pair in a map. The entry is the sub interface of map, means the entry interface perform same operation as an iterator interface. Navigable map. The navigable map is going to extend the sorted map interface to handle the retrieval of entries based on the closest match search. Means navigable map perform the same operation as a sorted map, and it is going to retrieve the element which is match very closely. And what are the elements we have stored in a navigable map? It is always sorted in ascending order, because it is going to extend the properties of sorted map interfaces. The sorted map interfaces extends the map interfaces so that the keys are maintained in always ascending order. So it can be easy to perform the operation as a binary search, because the binary search the key values will be always stored in an ascending. In hashing always the keys will be stored in an ascending order. These are the different interfaces which are available in the map. The first interface is map interfaces. So map interfaces is used to map the unique key to the values. So map interface having the combinations of key and the value associated with each others. With the help of a key, we can retrieve the values. With the help of a key, we can retrieve the values, and the key should be the unique, whereas a value can be a duplicate. Given a key and the value, we can store the values in the map object. Means with the help of a key and the values are going to be stored in the map object. After the values are stored, we can retrieve it by using its key. The values are being retrieved in a map interfaces with the help of an key. The map is an generic and its declaration is shown below. So interface followed by map and associated with the two key and the value, where key and the values are going to specify the type of the object which can be stored to the map interface. And the map interface is going to throw an different types of an exception what we have seen in an collection interfaces. So class cast exception is been thrown when you're going to perform operation with an incompatibility object, and null pointer exception is going to be thrown when you're trying to access or when you're trying to remove the an element, when you're trying to access with the help of a null object or the null values. In that case, null pointer exceptions have been thrown. Performing an operation with null object or the null pointer exceptions have been thrown. So the illegal argument exception is thrown when we are going to perform an operation with invalid argument. Suppose if I perform an operation with an string passing the value as an integer, then we are going to get as an illegal argument exception. Unsupported operation exception is thrown when we attempt is made to change unmodifiable map. Means when you're going to make any modification to the map object, in that case the unsupported operation exception is going to be thrown. These are the different exceptions which is thrown by the map interfaces. We will see the simple example of map interface. We'll see the different methods which are available in the map interfaces. So first one is an put method. The put is a method which is going to add an element to the map interface. By put method takes an two argument. One is an key argument, another is an object value argument. So remember that when we are going to add an element, always the key should be an unique, but the values can be duplicate. So put is a method which is used to insert an entry in this map. Let us take one example how to make use of an put method. So here we created the map interfaces with key type as an integer and value type is an integer, and m is an object of map interface. So I am adding the value 10 with the key value is 0 to the map interface. So your 10 value will be stored with the key value as 0, and the key value is an 1, and value 20 will be stored into the map interface. So the two values 10 and 20 which have been stored in the map interface object. Next method is put all. The put all is a method which is going to add an element from one map interface object to the another map interface object. The put all method performs the same operation as add all method. So the put all method, it is used to insert the specified map in this map invoking object. Let us take an example. I have created a one map interface with the integer key as an integer and value as an integer of object type m. We have added the two values 10 and 20, where the index key value is 0 and key value 0 at 10 and key value 1 at 20. Now I want to copy this all the elements into then another map interface. In that case, we'll make use of an put all method. So map 1 m1 I have created it. So m1 dot put all of m. So what are the values are available in the m that has been copied to the m1 object of another map interface. That is keeping a duplicate value into the another map interface. In that case, we'll make use of an put all method. So next method is an remove. The remove is a method which is going to remove an element of specified key. By using a specified key, the elements are going to be get deleted out. So it is used to delete an entry from the specified key. So assume that we have created the map interface which containing the value 10 and 20, and its key value is 0 and key value is 1. When I say remove of 0, so 10 is going to be get removed out. So method is written 1. So when I say remove of 1, 20 has been removed out because 1 is also available in the key. So again the method is written true. So when I say remove of 2, here the key value 2 I have never stored. In that case the method is going to return an false. So no such key elements have been found, exception will get. No such element found exception will be generated. Next method is get. The get is a method which is used to retrieve the value which have been associated with a key. Okay, whenever I want to retrieve the value, then with the help of an key I am going to retrieve it. So it is used to return the value of the specified key. So for 10 the specified key is 0, for 20 specified key is 1. So get of 0, I am saying get of 0 means for 0th key the value is 10. So I am getting the output as 10 here. Same thing m dot get 1. So get 1 of 1 in the key value 20 is it. So I am getting 20. So when I say get of 2, I am saying get of 2, the key value 2 is not there. Again no such element found, exception will be generated. So a get is a method which is used to retrieve the value from the map interface based on the key. Next one is contents key. The contents key is the method which is going to check out whether the key is available in the map interface or not. If the key is available, then method is going to return a true. If the key is not available, the method is going to return a -1 values. So it is used to search the specified key from the given invoking map interfaces. So 0 is there and 1 is there. What we have inserted the value by making use of put 0 of 10, put 1 of 20. So m dot contain contains 1. So 1 is a key which is available in the map interface or not. Yes, it is available in the map interface. So the method is going to return a true. So another m dot contains key 2. So 2 is not available in the map interface. Then method is going to return a false here. The main job of the content key is you to check out whether the key is available in the map interface or not. If it is available, the method is going to return a true. If it is not available, the method is going to return a false. These are the methods which are available in the map interface. There are a few more methods which are available. We will see in the next slide. The other methods which are available in the map interface are clear. The clear is a method which is going to remove all the key and the value associated with the invoking map object. Same the what we have seen in an collection interface, the clear which is going to remove the values. Here key along with the values are going to be get removed out. Let us take in one example. Here key value is 0 and the value is 10. Key value is 1 and value is 20, what we have stored with the help of an put method. Now I want to remove both key and the value, then I will make use of a method called clear, that is m dot clear. So it is going to remove both key and the value from the map interface. Next method is content values. The content value is a method which is going to check out whether the value is available in the given map interface or not. If the value is available in the map interface, the method is going to return a true. Otherwise, the method is going to return a false. We have seen that contains key and content value. In contents key, it is going to check out key is available or not. Here the value is available or not. So content values is going to return true if the map contains the value. Otherwise, the map is going to return the false. Let us take an example. So 0th position, 0th key value 10 may be inserted, 1 key value 20 has been inserted. Now I am going to check out the values is available in the map interface or not. For that, we will make use of an contents value method. So contents value 20, 10. The 10 is going to check out in the map interface object which is invoking. Yes, 10 is available. Then the method is going to return in true, because 10 is available in the map interface. So again we are checking it 2 in the map interface. So is 2 contains in the map interface? Here no, there is no value 2 is available in the map interface. So method is going to return a false. So job of the content value is to check whether the value is available or not. If it is there, it is going to return a true. Otherwise, it is going to return a false. Next method is equals. The equal is a method which is going to check out the object is the object and the elements are equal or not. If it is equal, then method is going to return a true. Otherwise, the method is going to return a false. The returns a true if the object is a map and contains the same entries. Otherwise, it is going to return a false. And let us take one example m which is having a 10 and 20. Same thing m1 I have copied making use of an put all method 10 and 20. Now it is going to check out the elements which are available in the m1 is equal to the m or not. If now both the elements are equal, then method is going to return a true. So here I am making use of an m dot equals, but here we are having a 10 and 20. So in that case the method should be written false. Next method is size. The size is a method which is going to check out the size of the given map interface based on the keys and values. The number of keys and values are available in the map, that is going to return the size of the map interface. Here we have added 2 values, 0th position as an key 0th 10 value, key 120 value. The size of this map interface will be 2. So the output of this function will be 2. Next method is collection values. The values is a method which is going to return all the values which are containing in the collection of invoking the map interface object. That means it is this method, main job of this method is to retrieve all the values which are available in the map interface. These are the different methods which are available in the map interface. Let us see a simple example for making use of a map interface. Here we have used a map interface where keys of type string and values of type integer, and where m is an object of map interface. So for each interface we need to make use of an appropriate class. Here we are using as an hash map class. If I am instead of using an hash map class, if I am using an array list class, then an exception is going to be thrown, that the class cast exceptions. So hash map class against key value and in key and value. We are making use of an empty hash map constructor. So this is a method which is used to add an element to the map interface. So here making use of input method. Put method containing the one is key, another is an values. So key is an A. For A I am assigning the 100 as a value. For B I am assigning the value as an 200. For C we are assigning the value as 300 and so on. When I use an M, so I will get the output as D is equal to 400, B is equal to 200, C is equal to 300, A is equal to 100. These are the value which have been assigned to the map interface. Now when I say get method of A, this is a key. The get is a method which is used to retrieve the value associated with a key. Now what is the value associated with the key A? That is 100. So I am getting the output as 100. I'm getting an 100. And next is empty is a method which is going to check out whether the map interface is an empty or not. If it is an empty, the method is going to return a false. Otherwise, it is going to return a true. Now it is the map interface is not an empty because it containing the value. So the method is going to return a false. Similarly, I can make use of an contains key, contains values method can be used. Size method we can also use in the map interface. So what are the methods we have discussed in the previous slide? The same method can also apply to the given example in order to its operations. This is a simple example for map interface. Next type of interface is called as a sorted map interface. The sorted map is an interface which extends the map interface, and it ensures the sorted map interface ensures that all the elements which are stored in the interface are arranged in an ascending order based on the key. The sorted map is a generic class and its declaration is shown below. Interface followed by sorted map and key and value, where k and v is going to specify type of the key and type of the value to be held by the sorted map interfaces. The sorted map interface is also going to throw an exception what other interface has been thrown. Say first one is class cast exception. The class cast exception is thrown when you are going to perform the operation with incompatibility objects, the element in the map. So null pointer exception is thrown when we are trying to attempt or when you are trying to store or retrieve the values by making use of a null object or a null in the map. In that case, the null pointer exception is been thrown. Illegal argument exception is been thrown when you are trying to access the element with a wrong invalid argument. In that case, the illegal argument exception has been thrown. There are few methods which are available in the sorted map interfaces, because the sorted map interface is also having the methods which are available in the map interfaces along with its own methods of sorted map interface. We will see in details in another slide. These are the different methods which are available in the sorted map interface. The first one is a comparator. The comparator is a method which is used to compare the elements from the collections. Compare the element from the map interface. If the natural ordering is used for invoking the map and null is written out. In detail, we will see the comparator, how the comparator will be made using a program when you are going to compare the elements which are available in the collections. So next method is the first key. The first key is a method which is going to return the first key of the invoking the map interface. The head map is a method which is going to return the all the elements of the elements above the specified argument of the given argument. Suppose if I pass as an argument as a 2, then we will before the 2 whatever the elements will come, all those elements are going to be retrieved based on the key, where key should not be less than end. Next one is last key. The method is going to return the last key of the invoking the map interface. The submap is a method which is going to return the elements in between the start and n minus 1 position. That is between these two, whatever the values will come, those values are going to be written, but till end minus 1 position. Next, tail map. Tail map is a method which is going to return all the elements below the given specified start index. So returns the map containing those entries with the key that are greater than or equal to the start, and including the start till or end of the elements the tail map is going to return. These are the different methods which are available in the sorted map interface. Let us consider a simple example for sorted map interface. Here we are using a sorted map with the key as an string and value as an integer, and we have made use of a tree map as an appropriate class for the sorted map interface. So with the help of input method, I am going to add a value to the sorted map interfaces. So here same thing what we took, a is equal to 100 value is spent on, for the key value b 200 will be assigned, for the value c key C 300 value will be assigned, for the key D 400 values are been assigned. Then I am printing the what are the values which are available in the sorted map interface. So I will get this as my output, because all the values are going to be sorted based on the keys. Here all are sorted according to the keys. Then because of sorted map interface. Next, I want to see the first key. The first key is a method which is going to return which is the first key element in the given sorted map interfaces. By seeing that the first key is an A, so I am getting the result as A. Then head map of C. The head map is a method which is going to return all the values above the key value of specified. All the above the key specified is A and B. Okay, A, B, C and D. These are the 4 keys. Now making use of an head map of C. Then what are the values which are above the key are going to be get retrieved. That is my use of head map. So here I am getting the head map A and B. Then tail map of B. A tail map is a method which is going to return all the value including the key value till the end value. So here I specified the key value is B. Now what the tail map will do, including the B, it is going to return all the key values, that is B, C and D. So I am getting a B, C and D as a value. So submap is a method which is going to return the value from specified key till the end minus 1 key. So end minus 1 key means I should get output up to the C, from A to D. End minus 1 means I should get the result from A to up to C. This is my result of submap. So I am getting A, B and C. This is how the submap will work. These are the different methods which are available in the sorted map interface, and it is a simple example. So next interface is an map.entry interface. Map.entry interface enables us to work with the map entry. The entry set method declared by the map interface returns a value to the set containing the map interface. Each of these set element is a map.entry object. The map.entry is a generic and is declared like interface followed by map.entry key and value, where K is going to specify the type of key and V is going to specify the types of value. The map.entry interface is also going to throw an exception as class cache exception, null pointer exception, illegal state exception, unsupported format exceptions. These are the different types of exception which are going to thrown by the map.entry interfaces. We will see the different methods which are available in the map.entry interface in next slide. The methods which are available in the map.entry interface is equals. The equals is a method which is going to check out whether the elements are equal or not with the invoking the map interface. If it is equal, the method is going to return a true. Otherwise, the method is going to return a false. Return a true if object is a map.entries whose keys and values are equal to that of invoking object. Otherwise, the method is going to return a false. Next method is get key. The get key is a method which is going to return a key of the map.entry interface. The get value is a method which is going to return a value of the map interface. Hash code is a method return the hash code for this map entry interface. The set value is a method which is going to set a value for this map entry to the specified values. Otherwise, it is going to throw an exception such as class cast exception if the object is not correct type of the map interface, and it is going to throw a null pointer exception if you are passing an object v as a null value, and it is also going to throw an unsupported operation exception when you're trying to make any change, when it is not possible to make any changes. These are the different methods which are available in the map.entry. So get key is used to retrieve the key value. Get value is a method which is going to retrieve the values from the key which has been associated, and hash code it is going to return the hash value for the each map entries. And equal is a method which is going to compare the key and the value associated with one map entry with an invoking the map entry. If both are true, then the method is going to return a true, otherwise the method is going to return a false. These are the different methods which are available in the map.entry interface. This is a simple example for map.entry interface, that is navigable map interface or map interface, map.entry interface. So here I am making use of a navigable map and making use of a tree map as a class. I am adding the value to the interface. So I am printing the value. So I am going to just printing the values. Next, here I am making use of an entry set. The entry set is a method which is going to point to the first elements of the interface which has been invoked, and the return value will be assigned to the set interface. Now set is going to pointing to the first elements of the interface. Then iterator is a method which is going to iterate all the elements which is pointed out by the set interface, and the return value will be assigned to the I. Means now I is pointing to the A. Then has next method is used to check out whether the elements are available or not. Now it is going to check out whether the elements is available or not. Yes, element is available. Then this method is going to return a true. Then I next is a method I am making use of a typecasting belongs to the map.entry, and the return value should be assigned to the map.entry interface. So next is a method which is going to retrieve the value and store into the object called map.entry and pointing to the next elements of the interface. Then what I am doing means, for this I am getting a key. To get a key of the corresponding this one A, so get key is a method which is going to retrieve the key. Now what is the key? That is A. Now A has been retrieved out. In order to retrieve the values, I need to make use of a get value method which is pointed by MA. So MA is pointing to this one, its corresponding value is 100. So I am here getting an 100. Then again as next method is been pointed out to the next, it is going to check out if the elements are available or not. Yes, elements is available, they are getting inside. Again it is going to typecast. Now M is pointing to the B and its corresponding key value is B and value is 200. The process is repeated. How the map.entry will work, and entry set is always going to point to the starting elements of the given interface. In this program we have made use of an entry set as well as we made use of an iterator. Same thing, instead of making use of a navigable map, I can change into the map.entry interface. Just we need to change this part. The same example which can be used for navigable map as well as a map entry interface. These are the reference which have been referred in the entire slide. The textbook is Albert Stead Java, the complete reference, 7th edition, Tata McGrail and Jim Cook, and reference book are Daniel Lang, Stephens and Uttam K. Roy. These are the textbook which are going to be referred.